Donald Trump is spiraling right now on social media in front of the entire country. It is so obvious that this guy is crazy and unwell. And it's also terrifying that he has the nuclear codes during his little mental break right here. That should really petrify every single American. I think this Epstein story has really gotten to him, and it was the last thing that really pushed him over the edge to have his little spiral that he's having today. So look, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I want to get right into everything we have to get through. Before I do that, make sure to subscribe to the channel down below, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about this story. I am still, as you can tell from my voice, recovering from the flu. But, these stories are just far too important to let slide and let Donald Trump get away with. So before we go into the social media posts, which are insane, let's just start with Donald Trump earlier on Air Force One when he was confronted about a variety of different topics, but of course, these new Epstein emails. He did not like this question and snapped at the reporter who asked it. You just have to hear his response. We'll talk about it after. But this is where the spiral really began, I think.
Too much. Okay.
Mr. President, what did Jeffrey Epstein mean in his emails when you said you knew about the girls?
I know nothing about that. They would have announced that a long time ago. It's really, what did he mean when he spent all the time with Bill Clinton, with the president of Harvard, who you know, who that is, Summers, Larry Summers, whatever his name is, and all of the other people that he spent time with. Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years, but he also saw strength because I was president. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself. Give me a break. You got to find out, what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including J.P. Morgan Chase.
Sir,
Yeah,
if
Jennifer,
there's
go
nothing
ahead.
incriminating in the file,
On Venezuela, sir.
Why are you acting as if...
Quiet, McGee.
On Venezuela.
Wow. So, it's a typical Trump answer of deny, deflect, and then attack. So he denies even knowing Epstein, saying we had a bad relationship. He said he has nothing about it. He deflected by saying, well, you have to look into Bill Clinton or these other people who I believe had closer relationships with Epstein than I did, and then attack. The journalist tried to ask a follow-up question, and he just said, quiet, quiet, because he certainly didn't want to talk about the topic anymore. But the problem for Donald Trump is that the evidence is all out in the public now. We see the photos, the videos of them partying together. We see Donald Trump's birthday card for Epstein. Epstein and his brother are on the record saying that Donald Trump were best friends. They were inseparable for so many years. We have all these different pieces of evidence of them being like super, super close. And so when he tries to play it off as if, oh, I didn't know him, we had a bad relationship, it just falls flat on its face. But here's another one. During this little gaggle he was having, a reporter asked him, and I won't show you the clip, you don't have to see it, have you ruled out a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell? He said, I haven't even thought about it. I haven't thought about it for months. Maybe I haven't thought about it at all. So it's like, okay, I haven't thought about it, but then I haven't thought about it for months, and then I haven't thought about it at all. He can't seem to make up his mind, but we all know that Donald Trump has thought about it. A reporter then said, why can't you rule it out? He said, I don't rule it in or out. We have the dumbest guy ever as president. I don't rule it in or out. This really tremendous orator that we have in the Oval Office. Here's another one. He was asked about the MRI exam, and he went on a rant there as well. You can even see the reporter. This is a crazy exchange. The reporter asked, was it your brain getting the MRI? And you just have to see Trump's response. Take a look.
If we denuclearize.
Mr. President, could you tell us why you needed to get an MRI? I understand that the results were good, but what was it for?
Because it's part of my physical. Getting an MRI is very standard. Well, you think I shouldn't have it? Other people got it.
Typically an MRI
I had an MRI. Here's what the story is. I had an MRI. The doctor said it was the best result he has ever seen as a doctor. That's it. But I had an MRI as part of my standard yearly, or I think they do it every 2 years, but I have the physical every year, and the result was outstanding.
Was it your brain?
Did you
or
know?
your heart?
I have no idea what they analyzed, but whatever they analyzed it well, and they said that I had as good a result as they've ever seen. Now, the other thing I took, as you know, a very advanced test on mental acuity.
Oh my God. Here he goes again talking about his cognitive decline test. He took a test that is testing for dementia and Alzheimer's, and he brags about passing it. And I mean, it's just so crazy. That, by the way, him having that test as well is also concerning, because why are you getting that test? What doctor was concerned enough to give you that test? But I mean, what a crazy exchange. The MRI was outstanding. It was so great. And then when he was asked what part of your body it was done on, because normally MRIs are done on a specific part, they're not just like giving you a whole body MRI. He said, I have no idea, which either maybe he doesn't. I think Donald Trump is dumb enough not to know, or he does know and he's just not being honest. Whatever it might be. Again, a very typical Trump answer of, oh, it was the best MRI ever. You know, you don't even doubt it. It's the best thing ever. Now, I do want to move on to the social media, because this is where the good stuff is, the real spiral, in my view. Let's just start here, which is something I was genuinely surprised to see. I wasn't expecting Donald Trump to just drop this out of nowhere. But at 8:31 p.m., Donald Trump issued a MAGA breakup, the worst MAGA breakup we've ever seen. Him and Marjorie Taylor Greene, done. Finito. No more. He said, I am withdrawing my support and endorsement of Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of the great state of Georgia over the past few weeks. And then he rants and rants and rants. You can read it if you'd like. We don't got to go over it. All I see wacky Marjorie do is complain. It seemed to all begin when I sent her a poll stating that she should not run for senator or governor, which she didn't like. She has told people that she's upset I don't return her phone calls anymore, but with members of Congress, senators, cabinet members, 200 countries, and an otherwise normal life, I can't take a ranting lunatic's call every day. This is Donald Trump saying this. I understand that wonderful conservative people are thinking about primarying her in her district, and they're fed up with her too. If the right person runs, they will have my complete and unyielding support. She's gone far left. Thanks for your attention to this matter. The best friends, the MAGA lovers, are done. Donald Trump is saying he will support a primary challenger. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a lunatic, a ranting lunatic, and she's far left. Wow. And, this is all because of the Epstein files. Marjorie Taylor Greene has signed on to the discharge petition, and Donald Trump doesn't like that. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is still a lunatic. She is a far-right, crazy weirdo. And Donald Trump, apparently, that's not good enough for him. MTG has responded already, saying Trump attacked me and lied about me. I haven't called them at all, but I did send these text messages today. Apparently, this is what sent him over the edge, the Epstein files. And of course, he's coming after me hard to make an example, to scare all of the other Republicans before next week's vote to release the files. It's astonishing, really, how hard he's fighting to stop the files from coming out. But really, most Americans wish he would fight this hard to help the forgotten men and women of America who are fed up with wars, foreign causes, and are going broke. That's what I voted for. I've supported Trump with too much of my precious time, too much of my own money, and fought harder for him even when almost all other Republicans turned their back and denounced him. I don't worship Trump. I worship God. Jesus is my savior. I serve Georgia District 14. I remain the same today as I've always been, yada, yada, yada. And here are some of the messages that she leaked, that she sent to Donald Trump, saying, check the flight logs for Epstein, giving her reasons as to why she wants the files released. Here's another one. In every, I mean, look, this is so crazy. This is the White House response to her, calling it the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. In every single interview I've done, I've defended Trump. I've said over and over, the women said he did nothing wrong, and the Democrats said 4 years, yada, yada, yada. So this is apparently, a beef that's been going on behind the scenes, and now it's really blown over into public, and Donald Trump took to social media to air it out. It seems like the MAGA civil war is getting worse by the day. The final post I want to show you is Trump going after another Republican, 8:12 p.m. He said, did Thomas Massie, sometimes referred to as Rand Paul Jr., because of the fact he always votes against the Republican Party, get married already? Boy, that was quick. No wonder the polls have him at less than 8% chance of winning the election. Anyway, have a great life, Thomas, and ? His wife will soon find out that she's stuck with a loser. Now, this is especially offensive and disgusting because Thomas Massie's wife has passed away recently. And so Donald Trump is making fun of him for remarrying. It's just incredibly gross. And it's especially gross since Donald Trump has had like 3 different wives and cheated on every single one of them. I I mean, who is this guy to talk about other people's relationships? And I'm no fan of Thomas Massey and most of his beliefs. I'm a fan of what he's doing on the Epstein discharge petition, but other than that, I disagree with him on a lot. But yeah, I mean, in that something? Isn't that something? This is what Donald Trump is doing. This spiral is truly insane. He's attacking Massey. He's attacking Marjorie Taylor Greene. He doesn't know where he got an MRI. He's on the ropes defending himself on the Epstein emails. I mean, this guy is panicking. Grandpa needs to go to bed because it's been a rough day for him. So look, I will leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Just had to show you his little meltdown. Make sure to subscribe down below, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about this story. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.